It sounds a bit absurd in this day and age that companies could order women to wear high heels. Well, apparently they feel they can. And that actually led to an inquiry in Britain and a debate in the British House of Parliament. So it raises the question, could companies here do that? According to one employment lawyer we spoke to, yes and no. Can you be forced to wear heels at a company?
Well, like many other things, the answer is really it depends, right? So if you're a shoe model, then I think the answer is fairly obvious, right? And if you're working in a fashion boutique, for example, the same answer, yes, that has a real connection to the job, and obviously you can't do that job without wearing high heels. But in other scenarios, such as working in an office, the employer would basically have to establish that it's what's called a bona fide occupational requirement to wear high heels in the office. And I think that'd have a tough mountain to climb there.
Can they dictate you have to wear suits to work?
Certainly, if there isn't an actual code breach. So for example, if it's not related to someone's sex or their sexual orientation or their race, then dress codes are perfectly acceptable as long as they don't relate to one of those enumerated grounds in the code. So one of those, the one that would be appropriate, that would be tied to the heels, would be sex, gender.
And we asked you to share your thoughts on the high heel debate on social media. One viewer telling us, it's awful. I wore them for years and suffered from aching feet and back pain. Will not do it again. Andrew Smith was in favor of doing away with shoes altogether, saying bare feet only when you work in a yoga studio, no shoes allowed. And Robin told us having to wear steel toes just as bad, no flex in the sole of the foot. Oh, the back and leg pain. Now, as for the debate in Britain, MPs say they have been shocked by the stories they have heard, and they are now calling on the government to tighten the rules so that women would never again be forced to wear high heels.